Hey everyone, I'm back again with another video today. My other one cut off because my dog started barking and yeah, I had to cut it short. But basically I was just given the update on Bubbles tank and some of the changes that I recently made. I also am trying to make changes to Panini's enclosure. This is kind of how it's looking right now. My boyfriend went to Home Depot for me yesterday, and he's the one that actually got the egg crate and the river rock. And he was so kind enough to get me this acrylic sheet that was way too expensive, but I'm very grateful for it because it is needed for Panini's enclosure. So already I am putting up some walls over on this side, the land portion. Still have a ton of those little fungus gnat fly thingies, so I'm still not sure what to do with that. I'm thinking for the top portion that's going to go all the way across, I'll probably do some egg crate because that's my new favorite material. It's super easy to work with. I just use wire cutters to cut it down to size, and it fits onto things easily. You can just use zip ties to kind of secure it or get creative with it, however you want to try and secure it. It's up to you. So I don't think I'm gonna go all the way across with the acrylic, mainly because I don't have enough material to do that, but also because, like the turtle enclosure, I'm gonna leave an open area for like my, my filtration and stuff like that. But I do need to go get more egg crate because I ran out. So right now I'm just trying to finish up this acrylic wall. It's not like the best, most beautiful looking enclosure because I am using like Gorilla masking tape to kind of secure the bottom portion. And something that's really annoying and getting in my way is the turtle enclosure right there, because I told you guys originally my plans were to have Bubbles have access to the land portion and then sometimes have Panini have access to the land portion, but I think I'm going to have to restructure that. It's not working out, and I obviously could not move this huge tank, so I had to work with what I have right now. So what's happening is her basking area is tapered because she just has that tote container, and it tapers at the top and comes out, so it makes it difficult to have these walls like all perfectly aligned. So I'm not doing anything like permanent with the lid right now. I figure egg crate, like at first I thought I wanted to do this all acrylic and just drill air holes in it, but now I'm thinking for just convenience, what I can do is just use the egg crate at the top. It'll be a lot easier, a lot quicker. And the whole reason why I wanted to do this was so that her food would stay in here, because her food is escaping. And the crickets aren't going to be able to escape this because they're not going to be able to climb up these walls. So that's why I chose to do the acrylic walls. Originally I was trying to work with some leftover like aquarium glass, and that was not working at all. But yeah, her food keeps escaping and she's looking really, really skinny, and I think it's because all the food is getting out. She loves crickets, and so when I put the crickets in there, they just were climbing out and getting out. So I'm trying to really make it escape proof for the live food for her, so that she can actually get a decent amount of food and start putting on weight again, because she's looking like extremely thin and it's not good. So yeah, and she's picky about what she eats. Like I've tried to do night crawlers for her, like earthworms. She's afraid of the earthworms. Dubia roaches usually hide in the soil, but I think she does eat those when they come out. It's just they are slower to move, and she likes to see the crickets hopping around, and it catches her eye a lot better. and it's easier for her to see. I've tried like mealworms, and again, mealworms end up like going into the ground, but I usually, the last time I put mealworms in there, I just kept them in a little feeder dish for her, but they don't have a ton of movement like the crickets. So I think I have most success with like crickets and dubia roaches for Panini. So I'm gonna go get some today. I was using dubia.com. I think that's what their website is. They have so many great deals on there, or they did when I got my feeder insects last time. They don't sell crickets on there, unfortunately, but they do have a ton of different options. Hornworms, waxworms, mealworms, of course, all different sizes of dubia roaches. They got a ton of stuff on there. Some great deals on their enclosures too, so I would definitely recommend checking that out. I'll probably put another shipment in here within the next coming months because it is going to be cooler. I don't like to order insects or anything like that online in Arizona because it's so hot, and they don't usually Bubbles is distracting me. She's doing. Hey everyone, so earlier today my video cut off when I was showing you Panini's enclosure, but I basically have been just messing around with it all day. So this is kind of how it's looking now. And then there's Bubbles' enclosure over there. So I did do the acrylic wall the rest of the way. I think this will work really well to keep all of the crickets in here because they can't climb up this wall. And all I did was just kind of use the duct tape to secure it, which isn't the best. I wish I had the silicone, but I don't have that right now. So I'm just working with what I got. So I just used like, I just cut everything down to size for the acrylic, used some egg crate to prop up the light. So that is working pretty well for now. And then I just used zip ties, drilled some holes in the acrylic to hold the egg crate up. And I am missing some of the wall, and I did that on purpose. I mean, kind of on purpose. I did run out of the acrylic sheeting, so I do have to figure out like doors, but I basically want to add a door right here and then just put the wall, another panel of acrylic back there. I do have a little bit more to close that off back there. I just didn't have time to do it. But for this back portion, I just used some extra egg crate that I have and a lot of the plants that were growing out in my Cory aquarium and put them in there. It's like a little plant holder, and I'm thinking to just use plants to block off this wall, and then maybe I'll put some like mesh wiring behind that. All right, I had to pause the video because Lyra started going crazy. She wanted to go outside. So yeah, I don't have any paneling yet on this back wall, but I want to fill this with plants and then maybe put the mesh wire on this side. So I think it is coming along. It's not where I want it to be yet, but the main thing that I wanted to accomplish was getting the land area secured and all of this taped off so that no crickets or any of the bugs will be able to escape. So like I said, they can't climb up this acrylic, and they can access this water area, but it's going to be hard for them to get out of this area because I already, know from experience they can't get out of the water area. They'll usually come down that little incline, the ramp, and they'll get a drink and then they'll go back to the land area. But yeah, there's no way for them to really escape unless they're able to jump over the acrylic wall, which I don't think they're going to be able to do, because what I've noticed from the pet store crickets is that they can't really jump as well as wild crickets. So I don't know if you guys have noticed that too, but I don't know, they just can't really jump as well. So yeah, Panini, she's about to be getting some crickets pretty soon and mealworms. I'm gonna load up her land area. She likes to hunt at night. American bullfrogs are ambush predators, so they do like to hunt for their food on land. Turtles are different because they hunt in the water and they need water to swallow their food. They'll choke if they eat food on dry land, so it's very different how both of these guys eat. There's Panini hiding right now in that plant. She doesn't like to come out completely until it's dark. So for the fungus gnats, I kind of got these sticky deals all over to help get rid of a lot of them. Still not sure how I'm gonna control them because I did put some plants back in here for Panini, so I'm gonna have to water those, and when you water them, these guys breed and they produce like by the millions, so I don't know how I'm gonna control that. I did add a little spider plant in here for Bubbles, and I had to raise her lamp a little bit because the heat was too high in her basking area. She hasn't used her basking area yet because the platform is new still to her, but she'll probably be using it tomorrow or the next day. It usually takes about a day or two for them to get situated, but I just wanted to show you guys the rest of what I've been working on today, and I will see you in the next one.